In this video, I'm going to reveal the true secrets behind original Shadow Monarch Ashborn. After the death of the Absolute Being, the Eternal War didn't end. In fact, it only escalated through the creation of the new strongest entity in existence, one that could actually utilize his insane powers in battle. He was originally one of the 8 rulers, the only one to not rebel against their god, and in his attempt to stop his brethren, he was easily defeated and left for dead. In his last moments of life, the Absolute Being revealed he had hidden the strongest power inside his body, activating it. This power is most likely the aspect of death, which grants Ashborn dominion over the Shadow Realm, or the ability to arise the fallen as his own minion. This power transformed Ashborn into a large, muscular entity with black armor and purple flames. Ashborn then joined the Monarchs, completely turning the tide of the war. The only problem was that Ashborn was a little way too strong, to the point where it didn't even matter what side he was on, as both feared him, resulting in one of the Monarchs betraying him and forcing Ashborn to kill them. After this, the war took a massive turn, leading to the rulers coming to Ashborn asking for forgiveness, and despite refusing their pleas, begged to let them kill him. Why? Because he was too strong and his death could bring back that balance they wanted. This left Ashborn so emotionally distraught that he left to rebuild his army, allowing the rulers to finally achieve a full victory. But we know the Monarchs spent the next however many centuries plotting their inevitable resurgence, as Ashborn joined them in their assault on the human world. Now, while the other Monarchs were there to kill, destroy, and rebuild their armies, Ashborn used this opportunity to find his place in the multiverse, never feeling like he truly belonged to the chaos world like his brethren. So even after the rulers kept resetting time with the Cup of Reincarnation, Ashborn continued to look for a suitable vessel from Kandiaru, aka the Architect, who agrees to aid him in exchange for immortality, creating a system designed specifically to cultivate Ashborn's new vessel. And he found it with none other than Sung Jinwoo. However, Kandiaru had thought the new Shadow Monarch was a vessel for Ashborn to take over. In actuality, Jinwoo was more of a successor or son, where he would inherit Ashborn's powers and evolve into his own separate god. Now, I keep referring to all these monarchs and rulers as gods, but in reality, they are apostles of the Etrum, basically demigods who hold immense primordial power. Any entity in the story who is at this cosmic level, I'm going to cover them in this video, as they are gods in their own right. The only one whom I guess even has the right to take up the role of the universal god would be Jinwoo currently, as he has no other counterpart. Coming back to Ashborn though, Bruz just kinda chilled inside of Jinwoo as he became stronger, serving as a sort of a pseudo mentor and audience's way of learning about the Great War. He was a plot device. I'm being generous here, right? In reality, he's not a major player in Solo Leveling's main story and more of a means to an end. Without him, Jinwoo would have never become the strongest hunter. I saw everybody say thank you, Ashborn. Good job. I like the video. Despite being a holy entity, one that created everything from nothing, the Absolute Being was, in all honesty, a terrible existence, as he watched his children brutally murder each other, simply consuming it as peak fiction. After coming to this realization about their creator, the rulers begged him to end this eternal war against the Monarchs, but this only made the truth even clearer, that this eternal war would never end as long as their creator was alive, and so 7 of the 8 rulers rebelled and killed him. Now, you might think this guy is a pushover because of this, but he's a god for a reason. He's rivaled only by the other members of his race and could create an organic life out of nothing. Like, bro created time in the universe, alright? He was also the one who forged the Cup of Reincarnation, an artifact that's able to reset time of this dimension. Now, that begs the question, how the f did he lose? Well, despite his insane stats, this dude was seemingly unable to actually use any of it in battle. Meaning, he was just some guy sitting on a throne waiting to be killed. Him being a god didn't mean he had infinite power. The restriction placed upon all his creations was ultimately forced upon himself too. Another factor which contributed to his death is that bro had used most of his mana and power to give birth to the universe. Now, this isn't explicitly confirmed in Ragnarok or hardcore OG solo leveling, but using my balls deep hunter sense, I think I've pieced it all together through the lore behind the world tree we learned in Ragnarok chapter 230. The world tree is an enormous godly existence that takes root in the sea of the afterlife, with its branches extending across the entire universe. Antares explains it as existing everywhere but nowhere at the same time, because the universe itself rests upon it. It's like asking where your house is located inside your own house. The world tree also serves as a bridge between dimensions, connecting different realms like the demon realm or the land of the elves. But that's not all, as one of its key functions is to influence the cycle of souls and power throughout the universe. The Absolute One planted the tree to maintain balance for the universe. Think of it like a motherboard for a computer. Everything else rests upon it. That's why the outer gods are fighting to find Jinwoo's universe's world tree, as most of the power of the Absolute One is there. Just for perspective, the fruits from the world tree are a key ingredient to the creation of angels who help the rulers fight in their war against the monarchs and are currently aiding Jinwoo and his shadow army in the Itram war. Once again, thank you so much. Hit that like button and let's try to get this video to at least 10,000 likes. And comment below SL is a baddie to prove you made it till the end. Thank you once again.